Let us continue foundation chemistry, in which we will see shapes of molecules, for which we will take some elements in the periodic table. Some group numbers you will see. Elements periodic table we will take. We are taking a long form of periodic table. Long form of periodic table we will take. Now, in the long form of periodic table, one element will take lithium. This lithium atomic number is how much in the sense 3. So lithium atomic number 3 in the sense its electronic configuration is 2, 1. So outermost shell is having one electron, therefore it is coming under first group. First group, then here European, as per European system, A is given. Sir, in this 1A group, what are the other elements present? What are the other elements means lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Okay. Then we will take beryllium. We will take beryllium. Atomic number 4. Electronic configuration 2, 2. Outermost shell is having 2 electrons. Therefore, it is coming under second group. And as per European system, we will give A. We will give. As per European system, we are giving A. So it is 2A group. This beryllium comes under which group in the sense 2A group we can say. So in this 2A group, what are the elements are present means beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. These elements present. Next we will see element is what in the sense scandium we will take. Scandium atomic number if you see 21. Electronic configuration 2, 8. Okay. Then I am giving 2. Remaining how much we will see. 12 is going away in the sense remaining how much that we will see. Remaining is 9. That 9 will write. So outermost shell contains how much means 2. This 9 we have to split as 8 plus 1. 8 means stable, 1 is unstable. Therefore, this 1 and 2 both are going for chemical reaction. Therefore, its group number is 3. So that it is 3 and it is European system suffix is given B because these electrons going for chemical reaction. From this also electron going for chemical reaction. Therefore, B is given. Sir, this is what family in the sense scandium family. Sir, in the scandium family, what are the elements are present in the sense scandium, yttrium, lanthanum, actinium. Sir, like this next titanium 4B. Next vanadium 5B. Chromium 6B. Manganese 7B. Manganese 7B. Next iron, cobalt, nickel. All together coming under only one group called 8th group as per Doberbnet triad. In Doberbnet triad, iron, cobalt, nickel is grouped as a triad. That means these three have similar properties. Therefore, next copper family, copper will take. Copper electronic configuration will see its atomic number is 29, electronic configuration 2, 8. Then here 1, here 70. Here how much means here 2 we have to give 70. Then if it shift one electron like this, then 2, 8, 18, 1. This 18 is stable, completely filled, stable. Therefore, we will write like this configuration instead of this. So here 1, therefore it is 1B. It is 1B. Sir, this is not involving in chemical reaction. This 18 from this not involving in chemical reaction because it is fully filled. Therefore, not involving in chemical reaction. So this outermost shell, only one electron is involved. Therefore, 1B. But this element shows variable valency also. Sir, next one is zinc. It is 2B. Next what means boron? It is 3A. Boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium. Next carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. This is 4A. Next 5A. Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Next 6A. 6A. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. Next is 7th A. That 7th A group. 7th A group in the sense F, Cl, Br, I. Last group is 0. That is noble gases, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, like this. Okay. Now this group number is nothing but valency. Valency means those electrons involving in chemical reaction. Those electrons involving in chemical reaction. Okay. Now, lithium group number 1A. So this outermost shell contains 1 electron. Beryllium group number 2A. Therefore, this now we will see lithium. For this lithium, group number is 1. Group number is 1A. That means this outermost shell contains 1 electron. This valence shell contains 1 electron. Okay. Now, beryllium group number 2A. This outermost shell contains 2 electrons. Valence shell contains 2 electrons. Aluminum group number 3A. So this outermost shell contains 3 electrons. Valence shell contains 3 electrons. Valence shell means that shell electrons involving in chemical reaction. Fluorine group number 7A. Okay, now we will take a chlorine. We'll take Cl group number 7A. So this valence shell contains 7 electrons. Outermost shell contains 7 electrons. Based on this, how to draw the structures, that we will see. Okay. Now first I will take hydrogen. Hydrogen atomic number 1. So it is having 1 electron. In the atmospheric gases, if you see, hydrogen is present. Hydrogen is present in the form of what? Means molecules. Hydrogen is present in the form of molecules. In the hydrogen gas, hydrogen is present in the form of molecules, not like atoms. That means hydrogen atoms are unstable, hydrogen molecules are stable. That is the meaning. Sir, what is the formula for hydrogen molecule? Hydrogen molecule formula is H2. H bond H. Hydrogen molecule formula is H2, H single bond H, we can say. That means hydrogen atoms combining to give hydrogen molecule, isn't it? Why do hydrogen atoms combine to give hydrogen molecule? That means hydrogen atom is unstable, no? Hydrogen atom electronic configuration is unstable, no? Electronic configuration means arrangement of electrons in the atom. Hydrogen electronic configuration is unstable. That's why hydrogen atom combines with another hydrogen atom to form hydrogen molecule which is existing in hydrogen gas. Sir. But we will take helium. We will take helium atomic number 2. So it is having 2 electrons. Helium is stable. Helium is inert for chemical reaction. Helium is inert for chemical reaction. Helium is inert for chemical reaction. Therefore, helium is stable. It is not going for chemical reaction. No compound of helium is discovered so far. So neon is stable. It is not going for chemical reaction. Argon is stable. It is not going for chemical reaction. That means if the atom is having like this duplet configuration, then it is stable configuration, then it will not go for chemical reaction. Neon means this outermost shell is having 8 electrons. Therefore, it is octet configuration. If octet configuration is there, then that is stable. That will not go for chemical reaction. Argon also, outermost shell is having 8 electrons, so octet configuration. So, if the species having duplet configuration or octet configuration, then that species is stable. That will not go for chemical reaction. If the species is not having duplet configuration and not having octet configuration, then that species will go for chemical reaction. So in the periodic table, which will go for chemical reaction, which will not go for chemical reaction means in this periodic table, all the elements will go for chemical reaction except last group, 0 group, noble gases, that is inert gases, will not go for chemical reaction. Remaining all Now so far 118 elements discovered. In that 118 elements, seven elements coming under noble gases. Okay. So how many elements are discovered so far in the sense 118 elements are discovered. 118 elements. In that last group is called zero group. Zero group is called noble gases. Zero group is called noble gases. This another name is called inert gases. Inert gases. What are these means? Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, OG. These elements are called noble gases. This is called zero group. These elements do not go for chemical reaction. Remaining elements all will go for chemical reaction. Sorry. So that only this group is called a zero group, because none of the electrons in this group involving in chemical reaction. That means these elements are inert, therefore inert elements. These elements present in gaseous state, therefore these gases are called inert gases. Later what happened means this xenon compounds were discovered, not under normal conditions. Krypton compounds are discovered. That means after discovering xenon compounds, after preparing xenon compounds, how to say this group is inert? How to say this group is inert? Therefore only this group is called as noble gases. Sir, xenon compounds are discovered, prepared. Krypton also prepared, but helium, neon, argon compounds have not been prepared so far. Sir. So superficially, if you see, all the elements in the periodic table is going for chemical reaction. Helium, neon, argon is not going for chemical reaction. So why elements are going for chemical reaction? In the sense, in order to get stable electronic configuration, that means either duplet configuration or octet configuration. So in order to get stable configuration, they are going for chemical reaction, means they are making bond, they are forming bond, they are producing bonds. In the bonds, what are the types are there? Ionic bonds, covalent bonds, dative bonds, coordinate covalent bonds, metallic bonds. Like this, many are there. Now we will take covalent bonds. That means covalent molecules will take. We are taking what molecules? In the sense covalent molecules. Covalent molecules. In the covalent molecules, what will be there? Means covalent bond will be there. In the covalent molecules, what will be there? Means covalent bond will be there. What is the meaning of covalent? Covalent means sharing. Covalent means sharing, contribution. Covalent means what? Means sharing or contribution. So, now I will take a hydrogen atom, it is having one electron. I will take another hydrogen atom, it is having one electron. Hydrogen atom is not stable. It is stable in the form of hydrogen molecule. Why? Because this hydrogen atom wants to get configuration like helium, that is duplet configuration. It wants to get helium configuration. Helium configuration means stable configuration. Duplet configuration means stable configuration. So this hydrogen atom wants to get duplet configuration. For that case, it is in need of one electron. This hydrogen is in need of one electron. Similarly, this hydrogen atom, when both are in need, what they will do? They will contribute with each other. That's all. So this hydrogen atom is contributing one electron. It is also contributing one electron. Both are contributing one electron with each other and forming bond. Therefore, this bond contains two electrons. Two electrons means duplet configuration. Contribution means sharing only, no? Correct? So this hydrogen atom in this molecule is having duplet configuration stable. This hydrogen atom in this molecule is having two electrons, therefore it is stable. So in order to get stable electronic configuration like duplet or octet, the atoms are going for chemical reaction. Okay, so now your bond is produced. This bond is called a, what bond means? Covalent bond. Therefore, this is covalent molecule. This molecule is diatomic molecule. Diatomic molecule means that shape is linear always. Diatomic molecule means shape is linear. That's all. There is no secondary thought. Only two atoms are there. Therefore, linear. What other shape is possible? You say none of the other shape is possible. Okay, sir. So we said we said the shape of this molecule. We said, sir. Okay. Now this hydrogen molecule contains similar kind of atoms. Therefore, it is called a homogeneous molecule. We can call this is as a homogeneous molecule. We can call. Sir. Next, we will see. We will take the molecule HF. In the molecule HF, how the bond formation will be there, that we'll see. Now we'll take hydrogen. Hydrogen comes under first A group, therefore its valence shell is having one electron, that we will write it as one dot. This is a Lewis dot symbol, we can say. If you write like this, it is called a Lewis dot symbol, we can say. This fluorine we will take. Fluorine comes under 7th A group. Fluorine comes under 7th A group, therefore this valence shell contains 7 electrons. 7 electrons. Now, this hydrogen is in need of one more electron to get duplet configuration. Duplet configuration. This fluorine is in need of one electron to get octet configuration. Because 7 electrons is there in the outermost shell, so it is in need of one more electron to get octet configuration. So both are in need of one electron each. Therefore both contribute one electron with each other. Both of them contribute one electron with each other, and total contributed electrons are 2. Therefore the 2 electrons are shared by both. So 2 electrons are shared by both, in the sense we will get one bond we will get. Now this hydrogen, okay, this hydrogen in HF has one bond, one covalent bond, that is 2 electrons. 2 electrons in the sense duplet configuration. Okay. Now this fluorine in HF has one bond. One bond means 2 electrons. Plus these 6 dots. These 6 dots are there, no? These 6 dots plus 6 electrons. So totally 8. That means octet. Therefore, it is what means a bond is formed. It is existing as a molecule. This molecule contains covalent bond. Therefore, this molecule we can call covalent molecule, we can say. Covalent bond means sharing of electrons. When sharing will be possible? When both are in need. When all the atoms are in need of electrons, they will go for sharing. That's all. Suppose one is having excess, one is having deficient, means we can say one will donate, one will accept. But both are in need means what they will do? Which will donate, which will accept? Nothing will donate, nothing will accept. Acceptance is ready, but donation is not ready. So both go for a contribution, sharing. So contribution or sharing, in the sense what bond means a covalent bond, then this molecule is covalent molecule. In this molecule different kind of atoms are there, therefore it is called a heterogeneous molecule. Heterogeneous molecule, we can say. Heterogeneous diatomic molecule, we can say. So this is a diatomic molecule, therefore shape is what, in the sense linear. Okay. Now we will take the molecule called boron trifluoride. Boron trifluoride we can take. Now I will take boron. This is coming under 3rd A group. Therefore, this valence shell is having 3 electrons. Therefore, 3 dots. Fluoride in the sense F. Fluorine comes under 7th A group. Therefore, this valence shell is having 7 electrons. So this outermost shell of fluorine is having 7 dots, that means 7 electrons. Okay, outermost shell of fluorine is having 7 dots, therefore 7 electrons are there. So now we will give bonding. Here we will give one bond, here we will give one bond, here we will give one bond. Okay, we have given bond. So in this boron trifluoride, the central atom is which one? We'll see. Central atom is boron. Central atom is boron, we can say. Okay. What is the surrounding atom? What is the surrounding atom? Surrounding atom is fluorine. Now this central atom boron is having how many bonds? You see, 3 bonds present. Each bond contains how many dots? 2 dots, that means 2 electrons. Therefore 3 bonds means 3 into 2, 6 electrons. So this boron in BF3, boron in BF3, outermost shell is having 6 electrons. Is having 6 electrons. That is less than octet. Less than octet. So octet configuration is not there. Less than octet. Therefore, this BF3 is electron deficient molecule. Electron deficient molecule, we can say. Electron deficient molecule. Here, if central atom in a molecule is having 3 bonds, then what is the shape? Trigonal planar. Trigonal planar. Trigonal planar in the sense, what is the meaning of a trigonal planar? Now you join all the fluorine atoms. What is the shape we are getting? You see, what is the shape we are getting? Equilateral triangle. So equilateral triangle we are getting. Here planar in the sense, in this molecule how many atoms are there? All the atoms present in one plane, then only it is called planar. In this molecule how many atoms are there? Means 4 atoms are there, all the 4 atoms present in one plane, therefore we will say it is planar. Okay, therefore the boron atom and all the 3 fluorine atoms in BF3 present in a plane. Present in a plane, that means present in one plane, therefore only BF3 is a planar, we can say. Therefore BF3 is planar. Then what is the shape? Means trigonal planar. Trigonal planar we can say, because if we join these 3 fluorine atoms we will get equilateral triangle. So next we will see, next point we are seeing angle between these two bonds. Angle between these two bonds is called what? Means bond angle. So what is bond angle? That we'll see. What is bond angle? Bond angle is nothing but angle between neighboring bonds. Angle between neighboring bonds is called a bond angle, we can say. So now we are seeing this molecule. In this molecule we are seeing bond angle. Bond angle means what? You have to take neighboring bonds, you have to take. You have to take neighboring bonds. Angle formed between neighboring bonds is called bond angle. So what is the bond angle for this BF3? In the sense 120 degree. So here 120 degree, here 120 degree, here also 120 degree. Okay. So in BF3 what is the bond angle? We'll see. This fluorine here, here one fluorine, here one fluorine. Now we can say here angle between these two fluorine atoms 120 degree. Angle between these two fluorine atoms 120 degree. Angle between these two fluorine atoms 120 degree. We said already all the atoms, all these 4 atoms present in one plane. Everywhere angle is 120 degree. Now you say, if we join these 3 fluorine atoms, will you get equilateral triangle? then we can call this is as a trigonal planar. So what is the shape of BF3 molecule? Trigonal planar. What is the bond angle? 120 degree. Okay. So like this you can say. So next, this BF3 is obeying octet rule or not obeying octet rule? Not obeying. That's why we said electron deficient molecule. Because here electrons less than octet, therefore we can say electron deficient molecule, we can say this BF3. Okay. Then we will take CH4. What is the name of CH4 in the sense? Methane. CH4 name is methane. Here, what is the central atom? Central atom is carbon. Central atom is carbon. Okay. This carbon comes under group 4A. This carbon comes under group 4A. Therefore, this valence shell is having 4 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Surrounding atoms are hydrogen. Hydrogen atoms are surrounding. You know that hydrogen is having 1 electron. Hydrogen atomic number is 1. Therefore, its valence it is having only 1 electron. Now between these two electrons bond, here bond, here bond, here bond. Okay. Now carbon in methane, outermost shell has 4 bonds. 4 bonds in the sense 8 electrons. 8 electrons in the sense octet. Octet in the sense of obeying octet rule. Obeying octet rule. Because octet electrons are there, 8 electrons are there. Therefore, we can say obeying octet rule, we can say. Okay. Then, what is the shape of this methane? How it will be there? That we will see. Here, we will give number, it is number 1 bond, it is number 2 bond, it is number 3 bond, it is number 4 bond. Like this we will give. Okay. Why we have to give 1 year? It is not fixed. This bond is number 1 bond. It is not fixed. Anywhere you can give 1. Suppose if you want to say this is first bond, it is second bond, means say it. Nothing wrong, nothing in it wrong. Because all are equivalent here. Okay. So just for understanding, we have represented 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Now I will take a number 1 bond and number 2 bond. Number 1 bond and number 2 bond present in a plane of screen. Okay. Number 1 bond and number 2 bonds present in a plane of screen I will take. Sir. So carbon, number 1 bond, number 2 bond present in a plane. That means that is carbon and 2 hydrogen atoms present in a same plane. Okay. Next, number 3 bond I will take. Okay. Bond number 3 is projecting a rear of this screen. Okay. That I will write like this. Rear of the screen. Okay. Bond number 3 is is projecting rear of the screen. Okay. Next, bond number 4 we will take. Bond number 4 is projecting towards us. Like this we will take. Projecting towards us. Bond number 4 is projecting towards us. Like this we have taken. Okay. Now, what is the shape of this molecule? This shape is not planar. This molecule is not planar. It is non-planar. What is the shape of this molecule? That we will see. To know this shape, let us do one thing. We will join any 3 hydrogen atoms. We will join. We will join any 3 hydrogen atoms. That is meant by, suppose from this hydrogen to this hydrogen to this hydrogen, then to this hydrogen. Like this, you join any 3 hydrogen atoms, you will get what shape? In the sense equilateral triangle. Like this equilateral triangle, how many are possible? Do you know? How many are possible? Do you know? 4 equilateral triangles are possible for this. Therefore, 4 in the sense tetra. 4 in the sense tetra. Equivalent phase, therefore hedron. So tetrahedron, otherwise tetrahedral shape. So what is the shape of methane in the sense tetrahedral? What is the bond angle? That we'll see. Bond angle is how much? Means 109 degree 28 minutes. That means, suppose you are seeing this is the bond angle. It is how much? Means 109 degree 28 minutes. Suppose you are taking a which one in the sense you are taking, suppose like this. This is how much? Means 109 degree 28 minutes. Suppose you are taking like this. This is how much? Means 109 degree 28 minutes. Suppose you are taking like this. Like this you are taking. This is 109 degree 28 minutes. So all the neighboring bonds are separated by what angle? In the sense 109 degree 28 minutes. Okay. So that if central atom is having 4 bonds in the sense, then we can say tetrahedral. Bond angle 109 degree 28 minutes. We can say shape is tetrahedral shape. Bond angle we can say 109 degree 28 minutes we can say. Okay. Next we will see. Next molecule will take. Next molecule will take phosphorus pentachloride. Phosphorus pentachloride. What is the central atom here? Central atom is phosphorus. Central atom is phosphorus. Electronic configuration 2, 8, 5. So phosphorus is having 5 electrons in the valence shell. In the outermost shell, 5 electrons present. Phosphorus group number 5A. Phosphorus group number 5A. Therefore, it is having 5 electrons in its valence shell. In its outermost shell, 5 electrons are there. Surrounding atom is chlorine. That chlorine I will write. So chlorine valence shell is having how many electrons in the sense? 7 electrons. Chlorine valence shell is having 7 electrons. Okay. Chlorine valence shell is having 7 electrons. Now here bond is formed. Here chemical bond is formed like this. Covalent bond is formed like this. So like this covalent bond we have given. This is PCl5. Now valence shell of phosphorus in PCl5 has 5 bonds. 5 bonds. 5 bonds means 10 electrons. 10 electrons means greater than octet. Greater than octet configuration. Greater than octet, therefore this PCl5 is electron rich molecule. Electron rich molecule. So electron rich molecule in the sense valence shell is containing electrons more than octet. Valence shell contains electrons greater than octet. Then we can say electron rich molecule we can say. So then what is the shape of this PCl5 that we will see. So in this PCl5, let me take this triangle. This triangle I will take. This triangle I will take. In this triangle, I will write this A, this B, this C, this D. Okay, that means one phosphorus atom and three chlorine atoms, three chlorine atoms, three chlorine atoms present in a plane, present in one plane. Then this E, chlorine atom E, present perpendicular to plane above, perpendicular to plane above. This F fluorine atom we will take, chlorine atom F present perpendicular to plane below, perpendicular to plane below. Okay, so we have taken chlorine atom F that is present perpendicular to this plane below. So how it is there? Have we got an idea? That means this chlorine atom, this phosphorus atom, this chlorine atom, this chlorine atom, these four atoms present in one plane. This chlorine atom is present above this plane perpendicularly. This chlorine atom present below this plane perpendicularly. Okay. Then what is the name of this compound in the sense? This compound is called trigonal bipyramid. This compound is trigonal bipyramid, we can say. So, how many bond angles will be there for this molecule, do you think? Do you say that everywhere bond angle remains same? No. Why? Because this plane is A, B, C, D. These four atoms present in one plane and forming a triangular shape. This E chlorine atom is present perpendicular to this plane. F chlorine atom also present perpendicular to this triangular plane. Therefore, how the bond angle is there means here bond angle is 120 degree. Here bond angle is 90 degree. Therefore, how many bond angles possible means two bond angles possible. Those two bond angles will say, first I will say this part alone. For this I will say bond angle. Here bond angle is how much in the sense 120 degree we can say. Here bond angle is 120 degree. Here bond angle is 120 degree. Here bond angle is 120 degree we can say. Here and all bond angle 120 degree we can say. Next we will take like this, we will take other two chlorine atoms are there, those two chlorine atoms will take. Here bond angle is 90 degree. Here bond angle is 90 degree. That means these four atoms present in one plane. These four atoms present in one plane we can say. These four atoms present in one plane. This chlorine is this chlorine atom, this chlorine atom is perpendicular to this plane, therefore 90 degree. Similarly, this chlorine atom is perpendicular to this plane, therefore 90 degree. Therefore, in PCl5, how many bond angles possible means one is 120 degree, another one is 90 degree. Okay. The chlorine atoms present in a triangular plane, that position is called equatorial position. The chlorine atoms present perpendicular to the triangular plane is called axial plane. Axial plane we can say. The chlorine atoms present perpendicular to triangular plane is called axial chlorine atoms. So in PCl5, how many equatorial chlorine atoms are there? 3. How many axial chlorine atoms are there? 2.